Good afternoon, I'm Paul the Tech Giant and I have some crucial information if you are an LG OLED owner, be it new or old, or if you're looking to buy an LG OLED. I cannot stress enough how important it is that you listen to what I'm about to tell you, and it is regarding the manual pixel refresher. And if used incorrectly, which many people do, then you could shorten the life of the panel. And I have found some very hard evidence to back up exactly what I'm about to tell you. Now, if you've not watched my previous video about the automatic pixel refresher, I highly recommend you go and watch that first. It makes this video make more sense and is vital information once again, hopefully prevent you getting permanent damage on your OLED TV. Now I'm going to explain in a very simple way how these pixel refreshers work and how they could cause damage, so you guys out there who are not down with the tech can understand what I am saying. So I'm going to say that this OLED is a car and the automatic pixel refresher is like a guy coming along once every 4 hours with a pressure washer to give the car a quick once over to make sure it's looking nice and clean. Now, where the manual pixel refresher comes in is like the equivalent of if you was to get, say, a bird poo drop on the bonnet of the car and it could cause permanent damage. Now, if you don't know what burning is, again, to do it real simply, if we say was watching channel 1 and it had a logo up in the corner there saying channel 1, if you was watched that for weeks and weeks on end, and then you was to go to another channel, it could still say channel 1 up in the corner. So it's basically burnt an image in. So at that point, what you would do would be to run the manual pixel refresher. And if it was a car, this would be like someone coming along with a bucket and sponge, all the cleaning gear, and spending a whole hour deep cleaning that car, scrubbing away at the paintwork. So whilst, yes, it will get rid of that bird poo off the bonnet, it is actually scrubbing down that paint. So if you're the sort of person who runs the manual pixel refresher once a month, once a week, and some people even say once a day, you are basically just cleaning a car that has already been cleaned and you're just scrubbing that paint down and effectively causing long-term damage. Now, I've just quickly popped over to LG's official website where they talk about when you should run the manual pixel refresher on your OLED. But just for the benefit of anyone who hasn't watched my previous video, this is what a pixel refresher does. So the pixel refresher feature built into LG OLED TVs automatically detects pixel deterioration through periodic scanning, compensating for it as needed. It also senses any TFT, thin film transistor voltage changes during power off to detect and correct pixel degradation by comparing it with a set reference value. Moving on down and we get to the part where it says about the manual pixel refresher for control of image retention recovery. Manual pixel refresher is also available in case you notice any image retention or when you get a reminder to run it after 2,000 hours of watching. So like it says, after 2,000 hours, you will receive a prompt to manually run that pixel refresher. And if for some reason you ignore that reminder, it will keep popping back up until you actually run it. But it doesn't mention anywhere in there that, you know, what about if you was to use the manual pixel refresher once a week, once a day, you know, is there any sort of downsides to do it? Nothing at all. But I have found some very damning evidence to why you should not run it on a regular basis. So what I've now done, I've headed on over to Sony's own webpage for their OLED TVs and about their own panel refresh. So if we just scroll on down, we get to the part about their own manual pixel refresher function. And I'll just quickly read through this. So you can also perform a refresh manually when image retention is noticeable. So just the same as LG then, or when you see the following message. However, and this is in bold, please do not perform this function more than once a year, as it may affect the lifespan of the panel. Now I can hear you out there all saying, well, hold on, that's a Sony OLED. What's that got to do with my LG OLED? Well, many people may not know that LG actually make the panels for Sony. Yes, LG make the OLED panels for Sony. So Sony are pretty much telling us LG OLED owners to not perform that function more than once a year. Now, I'm sure you'll agree that is some pretty damning evidence to why you shouldn't run that manual pixel refresher too often. But please, if you do see any signs of anything untowards with your panel, don't fear about using the thing. That is what it is there for. I mean, if at the end of the day it just does shorten the life of that panel just a little bit, then it's got to be worth it for the overall use of your TV. I mean, you're not going to want to sit there and look at an image that looks absolutely rubbish. So, you know, don't be too frightened about using the thing, but, you know, just go sparingly, just use it as and when, or, you know, as I like to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, if you do want to find where the manual pixel refresher is, well, on these 2021 models, all you need to do is do a long press on the settings button and then go down to support, then OLED care, then OLED panel care, then pixel cleaning, and that's where we will find the manual pixel refresher, which, like I said, will take approximately 1 hour to complete. Now, if you could do me a really big favor, and if you have found this video today useful and you think it has potentially saved you damaging your TV, just spare me 1 second of your time to give me a thumbs up. And I'm also trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. It's taken a long time to get there, but hopefully I'm giving you guys enough incentive to hit that subscribe button. So really, if you could do that, it would really make my day. And also, if you would like to support the channel, I've got a few ways that you could do that. So first off, I've got the new Buy Me a Coffee page. So if you like what I do and you want to buy me a coffee, well, you can do that. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. And another way, which is really, really good, is to use my Amazon affiliate page. Now, this costs you not a single penny. Just use my affiliate link below when you buy anything from Amazon at any time. Just go through there, buy it as normal, doesn't cost you a penny. Amazon give me a couple of pennies back from that sale. So it's basically like you giving me a tip that actually doesn't come out of your pocket. So it's a win-win for everyone. So thank you very much for joining me today, and hopefully I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.